There are so many hardware wallets. There are so many blockchains. There are so many extension wallets. And there are Bitcoin maxis, and all they want is Bitcoin, a wallet that stores Bitcoin. In this video, we're going to be finding out about a hardware wallet that takes care of everything.
NordVPN is becoming more than just a VPN. Threat protection will guard your device against malicious websites, malware, trackers, and intrusive ads, even if you're not connected to a VPN server at the time. Step up your cybersecurity and stay safe.
Got crypto? Got a hardware wallet to keep your crypto safe? Then you have to have one of these to keep your seed phrase safe. The Keystone tablet is fireproof, waterproof. You can use it to store 12-word, 18-word, 15-word, 24-word seed phrases. It comes with a full set of letters and everything you need to make sure that your seed phrase never gets destroyed or disappeared. Get one, get two, get three, have multiple copies. Use my affiliate link in the description below.
Using Wi-Fi without NordVPN could mean sharing your private stuff with more people than you think. NordVPN. Online security starts with a click.
There are so many hardware wallets. There are so many blockchains. There are so many extension wallets. And there are Bitcoin maxis, and all they want is Bitcoin, a wallet that stores Bitcoin. In this video, we're going to be finding out about a hardware wallet that takes care of everything. Hi, everybody, it's Crypto Rich, working with you to get rich with crypto, filling our pockets with crypto profits. I am joined once again by Lixin Liu. Lixin is the CEO of Keystone, and I'll have the links in the description below, including my referral link, which is bit.ly/CryptoRich. Keystone will be finding out about their hardware wallet. Now, before I introduce him, please subscribe, follow me on Twitter, CryptoRichYT, join my official Telegram announcements channel. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please come and support me on bit.ly/CryptoRichOdySEE, bit.ly/CryptoRich3Speak, and it's not up there, but bit.ly/CryptoRichRumble. Okay. All right. Lixin, thank you so much for making yourself available.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Not at all, not at all. You are the CEO of Keystone Hardware Wallet, and we did a long interview before. We're going to do a couple of shorter videos this time round, right? And this is the first of hopefully three shorter videos, which will be easier for people to digest. I just wanted to get into the background of Keystone because I hadn't heard of Keystone. I've heard of Ledger and Trezor and KeepKey, and then you said Keystone's been around for ages.
Okay, thank you, Rich. That's a great question. So actually, Keystone has been around for quite a while. We started developing our first generation of hardware wallet back in early 2018. So the company started in February of 2018. We just passed our 6th anniversary of the company. And for the first, because we come from the miners community, so for the very first generation of Keystone Hardware Wallet, we were mainly designing for those miners, especially Bitcoin miners at that time, back in 2018. So at that time, Ethereum is still a big question mark in the community. People are following Bitcoin. Most people are talking about Bitcoin and mining Bitcoin. So we were designing our product for the miners at that time. And those miners, they're in very isolated places for get the cheapest electricity to do Bitcoin mining. So, and those miners, they're very extreme users. They need the hardware wallet to be extremely secure. They also want the hardware wallet to be waterproof, drop resistant, this kind of durability features. So that's why we were designing our very first generation of hardware wallet, especially for those miners. That's our the first part of the journey. And then it comes to 2019. In 2019. We started building our second generation of hardware wallet because for the first generation, we were designing for the miners. But to be very honest, those miners, they are not a big community. Not everyone is a Bitcoin miner, right? So that was not a huge success from a business perspective, but we polished the product very well. Those miners, they really love the product. That's the first generation. And starting from 2019, we started building for a larger majority of the Bitcoiners, or we call them Bitcoin maxis people. Most of them, they are in the United States, and also some of them are in Europe and other countries. Those people, those are very cool people. They even for today, they think Ethereum, Solana is not a big thing. They are very focused on Bitcoin. And you know, Bitcoin until now we have some things like Bitcoin layer 2, but at that time, Bitcoin is all about just storing your value, just stacking sets. And everyone's talking about security. Everyone's talking about running your own Bitcoin node to verify the transaction, things like that. So those people, they're very, very down to Bitcoin, and they're very down to security. So for our second generation, we started targeting those Bitcoin maxis in North America, especially in the USA. And those people, they're very paranoid actually. And that's why we come up with the product that comes with the QR code scanning, so that you don't in your whole life cycle of the device, you don't need to connect your device through USB cable to your computer, which means that you know everything. You use QR code to transact the unsigned and signed transaction between your mobile phone or your laptop to your hardware wallet, to your Keystone hardware wallet. So we're the first one in the community to create this, we call this air gap security for hardware wallet. So we had this idea because we interviewed a lot of Bitcoiners. They were, and as well as for those miners, they were super paranoid when they're connecting their hardware wallet through USB cable to their laptop, because they don't know what kind of information is getting to their hardware wallet. They don't know what kind of information is getting out of their hardware wallet. So they wanted some kind of real air gap experience for their hardware wallet, because they're storing a lot of money, a lot of Bitcoins in their hardware wallet. So that's why we came up with the second generation of Keystone. This is the second generation Keystone hardware wallet. And you can see it comes with a camera, and it also comes with a big touch screen. This is a 4-inch touchscreen. This touchscreen also makes it extremely easy for people to use this hardware wallet, because we see user experience is part of the security. So this is one of the core design philosophies behind the Keystone hardware wallet. And it comes with a big touchscreen, so it can show the QR code. It also comes with a camera. The camera can scan the QR code to get the unsigned information, unsigned transaction, and then show a QR code to let the mobile phone or a laptop to get information and broadcast the transaction. So in the whole process, you don't need to connect your Keystone hardware wallet to USB cable. And also you can see from form factor, you can see it comes with a fingerprint sensor. So you can easily sign a transaction just with a tap of your finger. It's very easy to use. And also we have some other features, also big touchscreen. And this is the second generation. So until 2021, we were very focused on those Bitcoin community people, because and also they are very paranoid. So they were helping us to polish our product better and better. And also our product is totally open source. Also, that's one of the most important requests from those Bitcoiners. They're not satisfied with Ledger, because actually in the Bitcoin community, especially those Bitcoin core community, people are more satisfied with Trezor rather than Ledger, because Trezor, even though Trezor doesn't come with, it doesn't have a security element, but Trezor is open source. So those people, they trust more about open source. They need transparency, they need open source, and we did everything for them. And also Keystone support Bitcoin multi-sig very well. Our CTO, Aaron, is one of the co-authors of BIP 129, which is a Bitcoin improvement proposal about Bitcoin multi-sig. So we did a lot of this kind of work. Also, we bring the air gap experience. Also, we set up the QR code standard in the Bitcoin community, which means that if you're a software wallet developer, you can just adopt that QR code standard, and then your software wallet, your Bitcoin software wallet can talk with Keystone, can be used together with Keystone. So we did a lot of this kind of work in the Bitcoin community. And around 2021, we started to get into Web3. We started getting into Ethereum community. And because we did a lot of work in the Bitcoin community, and the MetaMask team, especially the two co-founders of MetaMask, they were really they always looking to what was happening in the Bitcoin community, because those Bitcoin people, they really care about security. So they knew Keystone very early, back in 2020, I think. And in 2021, we started exploring Web3, exploring Ethereum community. And then we were invited by MetaMask to get Keystone integrated with MetaMask. So that's the starting point of our journey in Web3 and in a wider community of crypto. And then we got it integrated with Kepler wallet. We got integrated with Solflare, which is, from my perspective, which is the best software wallet for Solana. And also we are integrating with a lot of other software wallets, like for Rwave, for Near, for those new blockchains. And also, from security wise, we're also doing other like implementations, especially for avoid blind signing in the Ethereum community. So that's our like rough history. And the last year in 2023, October, in 2023, August, we launched our third generation of Keystone Hardware Wallet, which is this device here. So the size it's
a little bit smaller. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit smaller, but it still comes with a 4-inch touchscreen.
Yeah.
Still comes with 4-inch touchscreen. But one of the biggest difference is at the back of the device, it also has a camera, has a fingerprint sensor, and also we can do customization for our users. And this is a co-branded version with MetaMask. So this is our third generation, and there are some improvements on the product side, not only for the security, but also for the user experience. And also one of the biggest improvement for the device. This is launched in 2020, and this is launched in 2023. So we use 3 years to polish our supply chain to make this product cheaper, way cheaper than the second generation. So the retail price for the second generation is $169. And for this, the third generation, the security is better, the user experience is better, and also it supports some more software wallets, but the price is $129, so $40 cheaper. Right. Yeah, about 1/3 cheaper of the second generation.
$129 with my affiliate link, or $129 without my affiliate link, but at least the first time they get to help me out a bit. Okay.
Yeah. It's a good sponsorship for your channel, and because you're helping a lot of people.
Yes. Okay. All right. Well, listen, thank you so much for that. And if people just want to use it, my understanding, if they just want to use it for Bitcoin, they can. It's just for Bitcoin Maxis can just use this for Bitcoin.
Yeah, actually, in next week, we're going to launch our Bitcoin only firmware, because for those Bitcoiners, or you call them Bitcoin Maxis, they don't want their hardware wallet to support other coins. Right. Because some of the other coins like Litecoin, like BCH coin, Bitcoin Cash, those coins, those blockchains, they're some kind of fork version of Bitcoin. So those coins may lower the security level of your Bitcoin. So those Bitcoiners, they want a hardware wallet that doesn't support any other blockchains. That's why next week we're going to launch our Bitcoin only firmware. Maybe not next week. When you release this video, maybe it's already live.
Yeah, we're recording this on the 29th of March. So by the time this goes out, it may or be a few days.
Yeah. So if you're really into Bitcoin and you really want to improve the security for Bitcoin, you can buy a Keystone Hardware wallet, and then you can use the Bitcoin only firmware. And for that firmware, it also supports Bitcoin multisig. So you can significantly improve the security for Bitcoin if you use several different hardware wallets like Keystone plus Ledger plus Trezor, then it's much more secure.
Wow. Okay, very good. And then apart from Bitcoin, how many different altcoins in total, roughly, can the Keystone wallet hold?
Right now, we can support Ethereum and all the other EVM blockchains like BSC, those kind of Polygon, every EVM compatible blockchains, everything we support that. That's easy. And aside from that, one of the biggest blockchain we support is Solana, and we also support Cardano, and we're also adding support for Rwave, which is very popular in recent days. And also we are adding Nervos, which is another layer 2 for Bitcoin. So we support a lot of those coins. You can I can share you a link of the supported blockchains that
Sure.
Keystone can support. Yeah, you can
Sure.
check that out later.
I'll have the links in the description below. People can go to the website from my affiliate link and not use it to buy,
Mhm.
but have a look at the website. I'll have all that. Okay. And
Mhm.
it will still store some of the other big major altcoins like Bitcoin Cash and
Mhm.
God forbid Ripple and Stellar Lumens and
Yeah,
all of those, yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. And then through the extension wallets like Kepler and MetaMask and Phantom,
Mhm.
I mean, how many different types of extension wallets can
Oh,
this?
I think there are maybe 10 to 20 different software we support.
Right.
Because for Keystone, another key design philosophy is that for Ledger,
Mhm.
Ledger comes up with Ledger hardware wallet, and also Ledger is pushing their users to use Ledger Live, which is Ledger's companion software wallet on mobile and on laptop. But for Keystone, one of the most core thing for Keystone is we very focus on the hardware itself, which means that we are building the best hardware wallet, and then we're making our hardware wallet compatible with other software wallets like MetaMask, Kepler, Solflare for Solana. Yeah, so this is the positioning of Keystone. We wanted to make Keystone into like your ultimate hardware wallet, and you can use it for different blockchains with different software wallets, and those different software wallets will support those blockchains very well. So this is the one of the key difference between Keystone and Ledger. And just like you asked, we support around maybe 20 different software
Right.
wallets to support different blockchains. It's quite a lot. I cannot remember the
Oh,
exact number.
no, that'll be on the website. And Lord knows how many different cryptocurrencies you can access through those
Mhm.
extension wallets like MetaMask and Kepler and
Yeah. But I think
thousands and thousands.
most of people are still on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and EVM chains and Solana these days, and also for Bitcoin layer 2.
Okay. Now I do a lot of stuff in the Cosmos ecosystem. And I remember in our
Oh,
first,
really?
you said that the hardware wallet can access three different Kepler wallets.
Yeah.
And
So the thing, yeah, one of the biggest difference between our third generation and the second generation is that our third generation Keystone, this hardware wallet can hold 3 recovery phrase in one device.
Mhm.
We're doing this because a lot of users, they're buying not only one Keystone from us because they love the device. Some of people, they buy 2 or 3 devices because they have different recovery phrase to manage their different assets. For example, they have one recovery phrase for their Bitcoin, but they don't want that recovery phrase to be used for other altcoins. And second, they may have a set of recovery phrase for their NFT, or third, they have a recovery phrase for their DeFi or even for their company's crypto assets. So people are using different recovery phrase for different purposes. That's why we come up with the idea that this device, you can input 3 recovery phrase into one device, which means that you can have 3 like Bitcoin account, 3 Ethereum account, 3 Cosmos account, anything like this. So this is one of the biggest difference for our third generation. And also, when you turn on the device, you can use different password to get access to this 3 recovery phrase wallet. Yeah, then you are in one device, you are managing 3 different wallets for different purposes. It's very easy of use. It's very important for the user
Yes.
to have this kind of ease of use.
And you can also, one of those three accounts can be like an account with a tiny amount of Bitcoin in case of
Yeah,
what's called a monkey
yeah,
attack, which is when somebody
yeah,
comes
yeah,
and says, I'm going to hit you with this spanner unless you let me
yeah,
hardware wallet. So then you let them in and there they go. You've only got
yeah.
100 sats in there.
Yeah. You can also separate your assets in different wallets.
Right. Within those different accounts.
Yeah, within those different accounts.
Okay. And then I actually haven't used it because I wanted to speak to you and stuff. And I know one was waiting for more accounts. But how does it work, say, with different Kepler extensions?
So you can just connect your Keystone with Kepler. You can, for example, you get into the first recovery phrase wallet and connect that with Kepler. And you can get into the second one and connect it with Kepler again. And on the Kepler side, you can just switch between different accounts. It's very easy.
Oh, wow. So on the Kepler side, I could have 20 accounts that I access through. Here's my wallet, right? Still sealed. So I can access 20 accounts in Kepler through one recovery phrase on the.
Yeah, you can. One way of using this is under one recovery phrase, you can add more accounts of Kepler accounts. Under one recovery phrase, you can still add more accounts. You can do that. But for Keystone, we support 3 different recovery phrases.
I got it.
Which means that you keep them totally like separated.
Okay. Now, is there an easy to use guide and instruction how to set it up and use with MetaMask and Kepler? And
yeah.
The question, of course.
Yeah, of course. Just tutorials. You on our website, you can see a bunch of tutorials for not only for Ethereum, for Kepler, for Cosmos, but also for Bitcoin and the different features. And also we have a lot of cool features for you to explore. For example, you can also go to our website to verify the authenticity of the device. Just to this kind of feature. We have a lot of this kind of security features. And also we have other features like you can split your recovery phrase into 3 different parts. This kind of like you can use 3 parts to restructure your recovery phrase, 2 of them to restructure your recovery phrase. We'll call that Shamir backup. So just split your recovery phrase into 3 parts. And then you can use 2 of them to get your original recovery phrase, to get your original accounts. So a lot of security features. I think if you're a newcomer into the community, if you wanted to really significantly improve the security for your crypto assets, you can get into the tutorials of Keystone. And if you can understand everything, and if you can leverage all those features, then you're all good to go.
Yeah, no, that's very, very good, because it's really important, one, for people to use a hardware wallet to keep their crypto in, because then it's secure. And the advantage of this that I definitely like is that it's open source. And then the seed phrase, don't ever put that anywhere online, ever. And if you can separate it into 3 parts, as you say, and then have them in 3 different locations, then it's even more secure. And then
that's called Shamir. That's called a Shamir backup. SHAMIR, Shamir backup.
Okay. Now to import, can this import with a 12, 18, 15, 24 word seed phrase? And to create
we support 12, 18, and 12 and 24.
12, 18, and 24. And if I wanted to create, I can do so with 12, 18, and 24.
Yep.
Okay.
For create, we only support 24 words.
You only create 24 words. Okay, no problem. Now I'm gonna get a little bit technical, because I've had this problem myself, and and I saw something on your literature about the what's it called? The derivative path.
Derivative
path. What
path.
happened was, so people don't need to, I don't even understand, and I don't need to understand the technicals of it, right? But what happened was I had a keep key with the 12 seed phrase. I took that 12 seed phrase, I put it into another wallet, an EliPal wallet, in fact it was, and all my assets didn't show up. And I was like, oh my God, because they use keep key and EliPal use different derivative pathways. So then I went around and I found a wallet, another wallet. It was actually a SecuX that I can use that used the same derivative pathway as keep key, and then all my assets showed up. But there's something, am I right in understanding there's something special about keep key derivative paths that you can change it or something?
In Keystone, you can change it. You can manually change your derivative path to get your accurate address. And here, I think the problem is some of the hardware wallet or software developers, they're not legit, which means that they're not using the standard derivative path.
Right.
For example, if you're using Ledger and Keystone, if you use Ledger and Keystone, if you use the same recovery phrase, you always get the same address.
Right.
That's for Ledger and because we're both using the most standard derivative paths for different blockchains. Here, the logic is you're using recovery phrase to derive different addresses or different accounts for different blockchains. And the method of derive, something called the derivative path, is involved because this also slash numbers. Those derivative paths is really important. If a wallet developer is not using the standard one, then you are messed up.
Right. Because that, for people who aren't as familiar with crypto as me, but they want to move from one hardware wallet to another, like, oh my God, where's it gone? This altcoin's gone, right? Okay, so this allows you to create different derivative paths. Well, to choose between them, not to make up your own, right? But to choose between the ones that are common, right? So
for people who don't understand this, I highly recommend you just use the default derivative path. Not using a special one, because if you're using special one and the other software wallets or other hardware wallets doesn't support this, and you cannot see your account and you cannot see your crypto assets.
Right. Okay. Now it's got a large screen. It's open source. I'm just looking here at the box, right? And you said that secure element chips. So what makes this so special?
So secure elements. First, the secure elements is the biggest difference between Trezor and other software wallets, other hardware wallets. So secure elements, you can take that as a specific chip to protect your secrets. And those secure elements, usually they are used in banking devices like POS machines, or in some of your credit cards, there are these kind of secure elements there. And also in your iPhone, there's a secure elements to protect your like biometric information, this kind of thing. So secure elements, you can take that is a chip that's specifically designed for security. It's way more secure than a normal chip like a MCU or a GPU in your laptop. It's way more secure than that. That's secure elements. But here the thing is, one important thing to share with everyone is that nothing on this planet is 100% secure. Even though it's secure elements, it means that it's more secure than a general purpose chip or general purpose like calculator or things like that. It's more secure, but it doesn't mean it's 100% secure. So based on this assumption, and what we do for a hardware developer, what we do is we build up the cost. So nothing is unhackable. Everything can be hacked. It just depends on how much money you want to use to hack this device.
Right.
Yeah. Every hacker, they're very rational people.
Yeah.
They just calculate if they can hack you, if they can use $100 to hack you, and if they can get $150 back, and then it's the business makes sense for them. So hackers are just for this. So nothing is unhackable. Even though for every hardware wallet is hackable, it just depends on how much money you use, how much money you spend to hack the device. So for Keystone, for every hardware wallet, what we do as a hardware wallet vendor, what we do is we build up the cost for a hacker to hack you. So this is the ultimate job we're working on. And this comes with the design of the third generation. In this device, we have 3 different types of secure elements, which means that if a hacker, they want to hack you, they need to hack all of them to get you hacked. So you can easily compare with other hardware wallets like Ledger. They have only 1 secure element, which means that if it's 3 secure elements, it's like the cost for a hacker to hack this is like multiplied or tripled several times for a hacker to hack you. So this is what we do. We wanted to build up the cost for hacking a device extremely high.
It's not
worth it.
It's not worth it. Because
it's not worth it.
They might go in and find there's only 10 sats in there or something.
Yeah. So that's why we come up with the design. We come up with the design with 3 different secure elements.
Yeah.
And here the point is, please.
Before they can even get into the secure element, they have to try and get into the device, and it's got a self-destruct
of course.
mechanism. What's that?
Yeah. Self-destruct mechanism means that here's the device, and if you don't type in your password, the USB is also disabled, which means that if you don't have the password of the user, you cannot hack from any side of the device.
Right.
So if a hacker, they want to hack the device, they have to deassemble the device.
Yeah.
And hack the chip or hack the circuit board or hack the anything inside of the device. Here, the self-destruct mechanism means that if this device detect some kind of deassembling of the device, if it detect the deassembling of the device will erase all the recovery phrase or all the secrets on the secure elements. So it's another layer of security,
right,
for us to protect your recovery phrase and protect your secrets. When it's deassembled, everything's erased.
And once it's erased, it means that people can't access the blockchain where the cryptocurrencies are stored. But as long as you've got your 12-word or 18-word or 4-word seed phrase, you can recover it through another Keystone wallet. Very good.
Yeah,
Very
exactly.
secure.
Exactly.
Okay, and it also has fingerprint authentication, which makes it easy. You don't have to do the password business.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, look, is there any? So I'll have the links in the description below. We're going to do a short unboxing video, so people should watch out for that and subscribe. All right. Is there anything else you want to say before we finish up, Lixin?
Yeah, thank you. I think another thing I can share with you guys is that you can see the back of the device is customizable.
Yeah.
So right now we're also collaborating with different NFT communities to allow those NFT holders to customize their NFT on the back of the device.
Wow.
So then it's much easier. So this is like your device. You can put your own NFT on the back of the device. But this is a co-branded version of MetaMask.
Right.
Yeah, I think this is something I want to share. And also, this device is very easy of use. It comes with 3 secure elements. You can input 3 different recovery phrases into the device. It's super easy to use. And the packaging, the user experience is way better than Ledger because we see user experience is part of the security. Yeah, it's totally different. Yeah, I think if you ever use Keystone, you will never go back to Ledger.
Yeah, I tried Ledger. It's too fiddly. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Listen, thank you so much. I look forward to having you on again because we're going to be talking about the Bitcoin halving, and also we're going to be doing an unboxing video. So if you have any questions, comments, let us know in the description below. Please use my affiliate link, and between now and when I see you next, please keep filling your pockets, putting your Bitcoin profits in a really, really great secure hardware wallet. This is Crypto Rich and Crypto Lixin signing out. All the best. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.